Hello everyone, welcome to the Upfront. When does a film succeed? Is it when it thrives on hate and controversy, or when it resonates with honesty and quality? The recent box office debacle of Udaipur Files brings this question right to the forefront. The film, based on the brutal murder of tailor Kanhaiya Lal in Udaipur, was released on August 8 with the promise of being yet another entry into the controversial files genre. Films that claim to represent the truth behind sensitive incidents, but in reality are baseless lies and only propaganda. Despite heavy publicity and heated debates, the movie failed miserably, not even crossing the 2 crore mark in collection. What made matters worse was not the film's commercial collapse alone, but the explosive reaction from its producer Amit Jani. In a viral video, he lashed out not at critics, not at distributors, but at the Hindu community itself. Jani accused Hindus of betraying Kanhaiya Lal's memory by refusing to watch his film. He went so far as to compare audiences flocking to big budget entertainers like Sayyara, Watu and Kuli while allegedly ignoring a story rooted in real life tragedy. Even the killers could not do what you Hindus have done, he said bitterly. He claimed the movie was intended to fund Kanhaiya Lal's family's legal battle with 25% of its profit pledged for their support. But with ticket sales flatlining, Jani held the community responsible for what he saw as a collective failure. This meltdown raises an uncomfortable question. Does an audience owe loyalty to films built on tragedy? Should viewers be morally obliged to buy tickets simply because a movie claims to represent justice? Or do audiences have the right to exercise choice even if it means rejecting a film that markets itself as a voice for the victim? Before release, the film already faced hurdles. One of the accused in the Kanhaiya Lal murder case, Mohammad Javed, approached the Delhi High Court seeking a stay, arguing that the movie borrowed dialogues from the charge sheet and could influence the trial. Senior lawyer Menka Guruswamy even argued that such depictions could derail the process of justice. Yet the court allowed the release, stating that certified films cannot be assumed to prejudice judicial proceedings. But despite legal clearance and noisy controversy, audiences simply didn't turn up. Trade analysts now call Udaipur Files a resounding flop, a stark contrast to the Kashmir Files and the Kerala story, which turned into surprise blockbusters. And this difference is telling. Not every emotionally charged hate subject translates into a cinematic triumph. Viewers don't just reward anger, outrage, or propaganda, they respond to narrative strength, to compelling storytelling, and to authenticity. The failure of Udaipur Files underlines that audiences will not blindly consume everything branded under the Files tag. Amit Jani's frustration, though understandable, reveals something else too. A producer's inability to confront his own film weaknesses. Instead of acknowledging poor execution, lack of engagement, or uninspired filmmaking, he chose to scapegoat an entire community. By doing so, he turned a personal financial loss into a social controversy, amplifying division rather than introspection. This brings us to the bigger picture. Can cinema that mines communal wounds for profit ever build lasting impact? Or does it simply inflame passions temporarily before collapsing under the weight of its own agenda? Audiences today are far more discerning than filmmakers often imagine. They recognize when art is reduced to propaganda, when real pain is commodified for box office gains. The reaction to Udaipur Files suggests something important. Tragedy and hate cannot be turned into a guaranteed ticket selling formula. Hate and controversy may generate headlines, but they don't ensure success inside theaters. For a film to endure, it must offer more than provocation, it must deliver quality, sincerity, and a narrative that connects beyond anger. And perhaps that's the real message of this failure. Audiences are not passive consumers of outrage. They can and they will reject films that weaponize grief by lacking depth. The rejection is not a betrayal, it is a choice. And it is that choice which defines the true power of cinema in a democratic society. That's all for today. If you like the content we provide, please subscribe to the Upfront and press the bell icon to get notification of all our updates. Please share our videos and educate others. Thank you.